Welcome to another episode of Former Insight Podcast with your host Maddox, man. PlayStation. I love this hoodie, by the way. That was mad random. But this next topic is about a conniving woman, an evil mother, a manipulative spirit. This lady ruined her family's lives. This lady ruined her family lives because of a lie. It's why I say people should not just automatically believe women. They shouldn't automatically just believe men. Just believe the facts. This lady lied to her children for years that their father touched them when they was young, making the daughters basically resent their father for their whole lives growing up. Just to find out that it was a lie. Well, let's take a look at the snippet of it.
Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your three daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, thank God.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. So Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you
Excuse
didn't
me.
do it?
And
Hold up. What? Y'all see that, right? How in the hell did ladies try to gaslight the shit out of him? To act like he was wrong for not fighting for a lie. To not debunk the lie even further. What are we talking about? The women out here refuse to take accountability. And I'm starting to think it's these wigs. Look at her wig. It's these wigs that's controlling these women's brains for the worse. But let's rewind it for a second. That got me tight. I ain't gonna lie.
what your children in a sexual way was not true. So Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you
Excuse
didn't
me.
do it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you gotta own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
I apologize for accusing you of raping them. Please forgive me.
You don't have to forgive her. You don't have to.
I cannot accept your apology because it's not sincere. Deep down, I know that you didn't believe that. You knew I had no sexual desires for my children. For 25 years, this thing has broken me.
Truth.
This happens way too much amongst women, mothers and fathers. This happens way too much in the communities, man. Especially amongst the black woman and the black man. That a lot of these black mothers out there lying to their children about their father touching them and abusing them in certain ways that never ever happened. All because she's upset with the father for whatever reason. She couldn't even admit that what she was doing was wrong at first. It had to take the other lady to check her. And like, don't try to gaslight him. Like, what could you have said to change your lie? Like, it's stupid to me. She destroyed the relationship with the children and their father. These type of women are super conniving. This is pure evil. And the funny part about it, and the crazy part about it, there's going to be women in this weird world we live in will try to find a reason to justify this wicked mother's actions by saying, yeah, he's supposed to do X, Y, and Z. No, that's BS. So many women out here do the same thing. Yo, I watch now. It's related to this type of cases, right? Not saying it's the same exact case like this right here, what I'm about to say. I see women out there, I kid you not, mothers will put their fathers to court like crazy for custody rights, things like that. Child support, and the father's going to court back and forth, back and forth. And at some time, the father, you know what? Forget it. I fall back. I give up. You have the child. I see the child when I can see the child, or when the child gets older, me and the child will have a relationship because the child's going to be damaged now. Women out there would say, you should have fought harder. You should have fought harder. Why you ain't fight harder for your kids? Why you ain't fight harder for your kids? The same logic applies here. The woman would say, why you ain't fight harder to basically debunk my lie? Do you see the bullshit? No, I believe that father who was going to court all these numerous court dates, at some point, what about his mental health? You know what? Nah. If that mother's going to take me to hell and back to see my children, I'm going to fight. But at some point in time, I am losing myself. And I can't be a good father if I lose myself in the process. So you know what? You got it. I believe in now, if the guy's choice is to keep fighting for their children, that's that individual, and I support it. But if the father is trying to fight for their baby, in the halfway point they give up in the court process because there's a lot of money being involved and they losing their sanity, losing their mind. Yes, I also say, you know what? I'm out. I'm backing up. I'm not losing myself to fight for my kids when you are using them as a weapon, as a pawn weapon against me. I'm going to be in my kid's life, absolutely. But you're talking about custody rights. You can have the custody rights. Fine. I'm still going to be in my child's life, but I'm not going back and forth to get custody with my child because you're playing a game. And you happy when you see me losing my mind. That makes you happy. And I find it weird that the guys who want their children, who works hard for their children, get the most resistance from these wicked women. They put them guys through hell. But the guy who don't give a damn about their children gets no resistance. They get nothing. He don't be on child support. Nothing happens to this man. But the guy who shows that they love their kids, which is the majority of the men, those men go through hell and back to see their own children. This is a prime example. This man went through hell and back because he loved his children, and the woman knew that, and she used something against him to make it hurt, to hurt him, not realizing that you're hurting the goddamn children trying to hurt him. But the guy who ain't shit don't even go through half of the shit that a good man will go through to see his children. Tell me where did I lie? And I'm trying to tell you, it's these hair wigs. I think I'm playing, but I'm dead serious. These wigs are brainwashing, controlling devices. I am telling you, these things are like evil little creatures on your head, and they're controlling your brainwaves. They're sending signals to your brain from the planet Ganondorf. They're sending frequencies to your brain from the planet Feminist. Femstomia. Destroy the man. Have attitudes at high altitudes. Yes, sire. Now, so you being an asshole to men. But that's besides the point, man. Tune in tomorrow to my next episode where I show y'all how to dissect a roach. Next time, y'all. Later.